Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, we love.
Welcome to another episode of the Windy City. We got Bulls news. More Bulls news.
We do?
Yeah, they made a draft pick. Can anybody? It was funny. I was having a conversation with some of my homies though, and I was like, it's definitely gonna be a foreign guy. I don't know. Definitely gonna be a foreign guy, or a white kid, or a local kid. And AK managed to kill all with one number 11 pick stone. He got the white foreign local kid.
Yep. Do you know anything about him?
Tall and white. Good enough for the NBA lottery. From what I see about him, I think he played for the G League Unite last year.
Yeah.
I guess he actually slipped in the draft. I'm not even gonna try to butcher his name right now. I'm gonna wait for a couple more pronunciations to come through. He seems like he's a decent athlete. Long wing guy. Obviously can block shots. He's 6'10". Looks like he projects as one of those, modern type wings in the Brandon Ingram type mold. A tall guy who can get to the bucket, has. See, I don't have any high hopes, expectations. I'm just, this is a wait and see. I don't have no predictions on this guy.
The comp that I've heard is Gallinari.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, which is cool.
Right. I know that's not going to excite the fan base. All I'm going to say is it's number 11 pick in a draft, in a not strong draft. I would be happy if this guy can compete. Just come in and give you minutes. I don't have any delusions of him coming in and being a franchise cornerstone. I just want a guy that can come in and give you meaningful minutes. I'm tired of seeing Dalen Terry at the end of
Yeah, he can't give meaningful minutes.
Who's on the floor when he's not at the end of the bench in street clothes. So I just want to see the Bulls draft a guy who can actually give meaningful minutes. Because the last guy that we drafted as actually giving any production is Kobe White. And what year was Kobe drafted? In 2020? 2019?
29. When did he do the wow? That was maybe 2020.
Just had it up.
2019.
Yeah, White is 2019.
Yeah,
so
2019.
Yeah.
We going on 5 years without drafting a guy who's really been competing and giving us meaningful minutes.
Some would say Pat Williams gave you some meaningful minutes. I mean, it's not to their expectations, but he's done okay.
As a top
five, I guess.
As a top 5 pick, he got to give me
right. He should have.
Oh yeah, for sure. No
pick, right?
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
And he's also got to deal, but he's not even staying on the court. He's not even healthy. So, I mean, the guy's had 2 season-ending injuries that have happened early in his. So
I give him a pass for the first one. He got knocked off the rim or bridge or something, right?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I gave him a pass for that. But then the foot thing is out of nowhere. My season over.
And he's had a couple other little nagging injuries. He's round running, and now he's a free agent. So we back in this bad team cycle of you invested a top 5 pick in a guy, but you didn't get to see enough from him. So you damn near don't want to just let him get away because you didn't move him via trade.
Still young.
So now what you do is what gets bad trouble. You overpay for a guy who this may just be who he is. And now a year from now, you're trying to trade him for pennies on the dollars like you're trying to do with Zach LaVine. It's a terrible cycle.
Like I know last week we talked about Giddey and the direction of the Bulls. Do we know after a couple of weeks or a week, do we know what direction they're going? Because now I'm hearing that LaVine might want to stay. Like they might want to make Giddey and LaVine stay.
And I think I don't know if I spoke on this on the last show, but LaVine actually kind of makes sense with Giddey.
He'll be off the ball.
He'll be off the ball,
and you got a playmaker. You allow Zach to do what Zach can do better, especially if you don't bring back DeRozan. You get the best out of Zach. So yeah, I've heard that maybe they might repair the relationship. I don't know how you repair it at this point, but with bring back Billy Donovan, who it doesn't seem like him and Zach have a good relationship.
Yeah.
Of course, the obligatory Lonzo Ball mention. So AK said that we hoping to have him back and healthy during training camp.
Huh?
Who? Lonzo?
Lonzo, yes, this is recent.
Oh, okay.
I thought they was gonna buy him.
Yeah,
out.
I heard they was gonna buy him out and go from there. Just buy him out and let him walk.
Well, I think that would let him walk. That you funny because that's just borderline. Is that what Lonzo does? So with that being said, fellas, I don't think it's a far stretch to say basketball in Chicago, there's no identity.
No.
We really don't have a star. So is Angel Reese supposed to listen, I was asked to ask this. Is the biggest star in Chicago basketball right now?
Not even in basketball. She might be the biggest star in the city.
Yeah.
I mean, neck and neck with Caleb.
I think Caleb got it until he plays bad. Right now, I think Caleb got it.
I think Angel Reese got it right now because right now football is dormant. You know what I'm saying? Training camp starts. Now, once training and regular, preseason start, I think Caleb will take over. But right now, it's Angel Reese's city. So,
and that's not a bad thing. We are definitely supporting women's basketball. So I don't want the listeners to feel like we're poking fun at this. But as far as the sport, WNBA, let's just be honest, it's still far behind the NBA. It's coming up. Caitlin Clark doing big work, becoming not only a local star, but not just a national star. She's an international star at this point. So yeah, the WNBA game is growing, but still that reflects poorly on the Bulls. This franchise that has been here in this city at least 60 years, 70 years.
But I got a question for y'all, and I know this wasn't in the production meeting.
Thinking at this point, guys.
What is more important to a franchise, a good GM or a good coach?
A good GM. If we're talking,
that was my first thought. Good GM.
You know what? And I used to think good coach made, you know what I'm saying, but now like the way I think the NBA has turned the tide where you got to have a great GM. If you have a great GM, you can make things happen. But like
a great GM and make a mediocre coach look better, right?
Yeah, like.
And I don't think a great coach can make a great. I don't think a great coach can make a mediocre GM look. But I think the inverse can happen. I think.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It happened with the Bulls. My bad. It happened with Phil. Phil Jackson was a great coach, but Jerry Krause was okay.
Yeah, he was okay. I know there's conflicting, kind of how he's viewed with how instrumental he's viewed in the 6 titles because he didn't draft Jordan. So Jordan is the reason for the 6 titles, but Jerry Krause did the rest of the team. But what's not going to reflect well on his legacy here is after Jordan left, which he kept talking about, organizations win titles. The organization wasn't successful under Jerry Krause. So I can't give him anything. Like you said, he's mediocre. I'll give him slightly above average, but that's all I can give him.
Yeah. He's not Bob Myers or Brad Stevens.
No. I mean, I don't think he was off base when he said organizations win championships. That it is what it is. You see, Boston has put together they've revamped that team several times in the last decade, and so yeah, I'm gonna go with great GM.
Do you think now like that's the new thing now that tide is turned where it used to be like you need a great coach, But in the last 5 years, you would say you need a great GM instead of a great coach now, right?
I definitely think it's great GM, and I think it's because talent disparity and experience disparity across the league it's such a gap now. You know what I'm saying? The bottom teams, their talent lags because you got so many teams that are super teams and you got so much player empowerment.
Yeah.
And you got rookies that come out. You don't have the impact rookies you had, 20, 40 years. These guys need so much. Shit. Y'all still there?
Yeah. What'd you say, Q?
And then you look at it with the draft is so much more of a crapshoot now, because you don't have guys like Jordan who went to school for 3 years and you got a huge sample of what he was, or Shaq. We knew what Shaq was at LSU and he played, 3 years at LSU. So even though he was coming in as a rookie, he was 21, 22, more developed physically. You've seen him against lots of competition. You didn't have just one season sample size of him, So, I think the GM is so much more pivotal than a coach now, because there is more of a guessing game. Every now and then there's a Wemby that comes out that is consensus number one. He's going to be everything he's billed. But now, you got guys like Tyrese Halliburton. You don't know what I just think like there's just a lot more preparation into drafting and a lot more into team design, because the game evolves so much where it's wing dominant. The big men have evolved. They don't have the same roles. I just think a good GM is just so much more important than a coach at this point.
And there's so much player movement. Players jumping from team to team. And like you said about players staying in college, everybody was passing on the kid from Tennessee, Connect, that the Lakers drafted because of his age. He a good player, but nigga 23, that's old.
I think Tyrese Halliburton stayed in school for 2 or 3 years, but now we're seeing where it's crazy because a 21, 22-year-old guy is like considered old.
Yeah.
They want them 18, 19.
They want you 18, 19. Yeah.
Yeah, they look at a guy 21 with a 2 in front of his age. They look at it like,
yeah,
their GMs are all like, they're all R. Kellys. They want them as.
And what's crazy is it's beneficial for the 18 or 19-year-old to come in. As far as financially, you get at least 3. You could potentially get 3 bags, 3 paydays on that. If you come in at 18, you get another contract at 22, 23. Then you get another one, at 29. And then you might get another one at, like DeRozan at 34 if you're playing decent. So you can get 3 bags, you know what I'm saying, if you come in at 18, 19.
How long DeRozan stay?
Huh?
How long DeRozan stay?
In college? It was 1 year.
Oh, he was one.
He's a one and done guy.
Yeah, he was one and done.
No.
And it's also not beneficial to stay another year because you can lower your stock. Like things like NBA GMs are more in love with the potential and the fantasy over than the reality. Like they'll talk about
cool out, man. Cool out. We not there yet, JG. We ain't at the Bronny segment.
I didn't even know we was live, but
yeah, we live.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop the trolling.
Look,
how do we know he trolling?
Bron might tell Adam Silver. He might tell make Bronny the Rookie of the Year. I don't think. Speaking of Bronny, I really don't think the kid would have been drafted if it wasn't for LeBron.
If players were good enough to come in as a teenager, they would. These older players who come in their 20s, the same as the players that lie about their age to play. All
right, man.
They can't come in as teenagers. Well, 19, they can't come in straight out of high school.
I think they're gonna change that rule too. By the way,
What's
I
that?
remember them saying they was going to change it so Bronny could come in. But
Yeah, I think that rule is
yeah,
about to
eventually.
change.
I think
Eventually,
it's
about
gonna
to
be
do the whole you can come in after high school.
Yeah.
They might as well. These players aren't getting much experience anyways. I mean, they're not even doing college. A lot of them are doing G League or alternatives to college. So
you brought up a point about them like losing, you know what I'm saying, going like scouts not liking them going back to college. Well, another thought process they have in the draft is that if they go back to school, they get that NIL money. So they wearing their options as far as, all right, if I come in the draft, I'm gonna be a second round pick, which ain't guaranteed bread. But if I go back to school, NIL, I'm guaranteed to get, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get that bread. NIL, they doling out 7 figures. So that's another trick. That's another point, part of this whole process that's makes everything murky. Well, a potential draft prospect. If you're not in a lottery, so if you're not in a lot, if you're like a late first rounder, and you're like, yo, should I go to the league or should I at least go back to school and get another bag of the NIL? You know what I'm saying? That's a choice. That's a difficult choice. It's not as easy as one would think.
Yeah.
So, but
sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say that. But as far as the Bulls, I mean, I gotta research this guy a little bit more. I saw him a couple of highlights on the G League Ignite, and I mean, I saw a little athleticism. Look, I mean, he's got the size. He's a wing guy, which is what the Bulls need.
Did I see right? Is he 190 pounds?
Yeah.
Jeez. Somebody feed him and get him in the weight room.
He can't shoot threes either, allegedly.
He can't.
He like 23% from 3.
Yeah, he's not a lot of these guys aren't coming in shooting. I think Wemby, internationally, I think he was only like 27% or something like that. I'm not too worried about guys. Not too worried about 3-point shooting when they initially come in. I know this is a league where the emphasis is on 3-point shooting.
23 is low.
Yeah.
So
I think it was like on three attempts though.
That's like a hell no. Like, I'm walking away from you.
Now that is a little scary. That is a little scary because that's concerning.
I should have came out. All right. All right, JG. You should have came out this draft. All right.
Should have came out this draft and do what?
Yeah, 23%. That's if you're saying he shot 23%, that's pretty bad. That's Thabo Cephalosha. Hell no. Like, shoot that shit. He with us. That's what you're going to hear. Like, he with us.
Oh, 27%.
Oh, okay. All right.
3.4 attempts.
A little bit, you round it up, that's 30%.
Nah.
67 from the line, too. And he ain't getting to the line that often. 2.2 attempts, but this is only 26 games. 26 G League games.
Well, I'm sure Josh Giddey will get him. And he'll get the best out of this guy. I believe in Giddey.
He still got room to grow, Paul.
He's got room to grow. The whole team room to grow. There's gonna be a lot of growth this year. What are your expectations for this guy in year one? Do you think he will be part of the rotation? Do you think Billy's gonna have him out there?
The way this team is constructed he should. Now, the way it's constructed now, I mean,
if this kid gets 20 plus minutes a game, the Bulls are definitely going to be right back here next year in the lottery, much higher. Well, I think probably where it's going and where it should be going.
The lottery that matters.
Next year is the lottery that matters.
There's going to be some better names in there.
Oh, it is.
Cooper Flagg's supposed to be in there.
Oh.
How do y'all feel about Cooper Flagg? Is this guy hype? Is he the real deal? What do y'all think about Cooper Flagg? I haven't decided yet.
I've only seen highlights of him, and it seemed like he dominated, but it looked like he older than everybody, bigger than everybody. So
I'm gonna say hype.
I need to see him in a real game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hype. Like,
cause he a white boy that can dunk.
Nah, it's
he said he ain't replacing Pat Will, man. No, maybe eventually, if Pat Willis don't start playing.
I'm not I'm not happy with Pat Will, but this kid is not coming in to replace Pat Will.
Nah, not off the bat.
Not off the bat. No.
Plus NBA strength.
Yeah.
Pat Will is. I think he's overhyped as a defender because we need a selling point to, logically put Pat Will on the court a lot. I think he's really his prowess as a defender becomes because nobody else on the Bulls can guard tall wings. Who are you going to put on 6'8", 6'9" athletic guy besides Pat Williams?
This dude ain't gonna come in locking nobody down on D either. He getting bullied.
I mean, Pat does a serviceable defense. Yeah. He's when you look around the NBA, I think there's a guy on every team that could defend at Pat Williams level or defend better than Pat Williams. So, but even with that being said, I can't see this kid coming in and being able to handle the banging of No Diddy, the banging big bodies. No Diddy again. NBA No Diddy. So yeah, I can't see this 190-pound frame holding up against a big wing. Could you imagine what he's gonna do with LeBron going downhill or Giannis or any of these other big forwards going downhill? Even Rosen.
He taking a charge.
JG says he's got the same skills as Pat, same build.
He does?
And Pat was a little pause. He was a little bit he had a bigger frame. And now he's filled into that frame, pause. Like dude is a $190. Like he gotta at least put like 20 to 30 pounds on him.
$190.
If he does take Pat's spot, that's sad.
Yeah, that's real sad.
I mean, if they give him Pat Williams' spot, that's real sad.
Yeah.
Gotta ask Eric. I don't know who Eric is about Cooper Flag. It will be a biased review. Eric.
I think from what I've seen, Cooper Flag, I will have to see him against some grown men.
Yeah,
like I'm seeing him doing against some kiddies, and that's a different animal.
What is he, about 6'9", 16?
Cooper Flag?
Yeah,
I thought he was 6'11", 6'10", but I mean,
and what I've learned about measuring high school kids, No Diddy, just having a rough time. What I've learned about measuring these high school kids and college kids, not that I'm parents out there, I'm not measuring your kids, I'm not bothering them, but I'm just saying that the height that's listed is always seems to be 2 to 4.
Listed at 6'9".
Bronny was 6'4" 2 months ago.
He's 6'1". Now he's 6'1".
I mean, you understand? Like I was one of them people that was like, yeah, I think Bronny actually could be an early second round pick, and he would be a guy I would love to get in the second round. I thought Bronny was. I've seen him at USC. I've seen some of his games, and he is a guy with good lateral agility. I'm like, this guy could develop into a good defender, like a Gary Payton the second. I thought he was in that mold. He's 6'1". When you're 6'1" in the NBA, you probably can only guard opposing point guards. And if the opposing point guard is Tyrese Halliburton, 6'5", you can't guard him. You're giving up 4 inches. So him being 6'1", there's a lot less versatility. You 6'4".
You sure he's 6'1"?
Yeah, he's listed at 6'1".
6'1". With shoes?
When they took his measurements at NBA Combine, they said 6'1". I'm like, he don't.
Yeah. He was. They were saying 6'4", but after that combine, he was 6'1".
If you're gonna set him as a defender, there's not a lot he can do at 6'1". There's not a lot of versatility for a guy to come in and be just in lead with defense. You got to be like Caruso's 6'4", and he's strong.
Who?
So he can guard anybody from point to shooting guards to he can go up to small forwards.
Who?
Caruso.
So he's 6'3".
Caruso is still a much big. It's a bigger. Those 2 inches mean a lot, though. I think.
It does make a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, he just. I mean, he's got to develop as a point guard. He didn't shoot well, so can he be a spot-up shooter? I know he did well in the little. I know everybody kept showing the highlights of him shooting threes, but that's against no competition. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Closing out or guys contesting shots, the arena yelling at you, and I can imagine what they're going to be yelling at Bronny.
Woo! Yeah. We with us? Hell no! Shoot that shit,
man. He's going to hear trash talk from opposing fan bases, not just play, but his daddy. I saw somebody on Facebook, speaking of Eric Bradley, say LeBron is banging his teammates' mother.
Whoa.
Well, he is.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in there nailing Bronny's mom to the cross. Probably. Bronny has to hear that.
I thought they were saying that Bronny's defense is what he's going to hang his hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he only 6'1".
For 6'1", you don't have a lot of versatility out there.
He got to be a tenacious defender.
Pat Bev is 6'1".
Who?
Pat Beverly.
He ain't got that dog in him like Pat.
He don't?
No.
He got the LeBron gene.
Man.
Pat grew up different.
Did he?
It wasn't handed to him on a silver platter.
Yeah. Pat was actually one of the best players in his state.
Yeah. He was.
Collegiately, he was the guy that actually earned his draft status.
Yeah.
You know?
Pat was hungry.
Pat Bev was just a much better player than Bronny was at the same age. He's just a much better player.
You just say Pat Bev was one of the greater basketball stories, actually. Dude was out the league. He wasn't supposed to have a chance.
Yeah.
He was just talking about that on his pod, how he got on the Heat right when LeBron was coming back, and they needed I think what did he say? Somebody got hurt.
A wing or a guard.
Yeah, they needed a taller guy, and they brought in Norris Cole. He was like, man, me and Norris Cole do the same shit.
Yeah. He's like, that's my ring. Yeah, they cut him. Cause Mike Miller broke.
Mike Miller got hurt.
Mike Miller broke his thumb. Yeah. So once Mike Miller got hurt, they cut his ass and brought someone else in. So he missed out on his ring. That was his ring that he was supposed to get. So, speaking on Bronny, would it benefit him to go back to college, or no? The time was now.
I think it absolutely would have. I mean, he was only here so that LeBron could fulfill the prophecy. He's the Messiah.
Yeah.
Fulfill the prophecy of playing with his son. Mm-hmm. Look, let's be honest. If LeBron retired 2 years ago, Bronny wouldn't be in the NBA right now.
No, he wouldn't.
We don't know that. We'll never know.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Do you think Bronny wanted to go back? Or do you think he was influenced by LeBron?
He was influenced by Rich Paul and LeBron.
You think they made hey, you should come out?
I mean, why would somebody come out like Bronny when you were? I think he was getting 11 minutes a game at USC, shooting 366
with a heart condition.
Yeah, heart condition.
A heart, dude. It's been only a year since his heart condition. Yeah.
Oh, Bronny needs to go and get this NBA stint out of his system so he can move on.
What's his real career?
He's gonna
not the NBA apparently.
He's gonna switch the game. I mean, you know, with the LeBron Jordan debate gets so juvenile and oversaturated. I've heard people say, you know, as a dig at Jordan, of course, well, Bronny better than Mark. No, he wasn't. Wasn't better than Marcus Jordan was in Conference USA. People make fun. He didn't want to. He left UCF. He didn't leave because he was a bum. He was either the leading scorer or second leading scorer. And I know it's Conference USA, but the Conference USA is a major
conference.
He was averaging 15. Marcus was actually getting some buckets. I don't think he would have lasted in the NBA, but I think it's as a prospect, Marcus, from what I remember, Marcus, and looking at the stats, he was definitely a better prospect than Bronny. I think Bronny had athletic potential, but Bronny wasn't even getting on the court at USC. And some of that is due to the heart condition. Like that's probably the reason. That's one of the reasons why I want to see him come back for a second year to see what.
A full healthy season.
I do think Rich Paul and Bron sat him down like, yo, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna get you
Hey,
drafted.
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just do good at the combine. Focus on the combine.
Right, yeah.
And we're gonna get you to the Lakers because Rich Paul played the power
Oh
card.
no. Bron said he had nothing to do with this stuff.
Yeah, right. All right.
How long is he gonna go with this? Is he gonna go to the grave with this lie?
I'm tired of hearing, Bron doesn't make these decisions. I don't make these decisions.
He's gonna go to the grave with this, man.
It's gonna be an absolute circus if Bronny actually gets meaningful minutes for the Lakers.
Oh, he is.
So if that happens, that means LeBron putting pressure on JJ. Hey, you better play my son, nigga.
Yeah, I am. Dude, this is all. Hey, what did Q say? This is all the script. The script. Dude, the script. He wrote it down. He did the rollout. He did the podcast. I'm gonna get JJ on the podcast.
He said that had nothing to do with it.
He had nothing to do with it, but he got JJ on the podcast.
JJ said they didn't talk about the coaching.
They didn't talk about the coaching job
until like 10 minutes before. So.
Right. Oh, okay. Right.
It's gonna be a complete circus. JJ is
oh my god.
He's a puppet.
And look, we're running a high screening roll. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, give me this clipboard, motherfucker.
Dude, they saying JJ could be the Lakers version of Spo. I saw that somewhere.
You saw what somewhere?
That JJ could be the Lakers version of Spo.
Dude, Spo paid his dues.
Right, yeah. Came up from the video room.
Dude, Spo was grinding for like 10 years plus.
He was grinding. JJ made a podcast. Here he is. But the Lakers got a lot in common. You got Bronny, you got JJ. Two privileged guys just getting
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so.
Well, JJ kind of grew up different too. He was hated.
Was he?
Duke, yeah. One of the most hated.
But you just get hated on when you go to Duke. And I think that's slowly changing. Are Duke players hated anymore?
Are Duke players what?
Are Duke players even hated anymore? Is Duke?
Nah.
They gonna hate Cooper Flag.
Nah.
He going there.
They didn't hate Zion.
No.
They didn't hate Zion.
I mean, his name is Cooper. He just seems like if he didn't choose basketball, he'd be a state police officer.
Yeah.
He do look like one too. He looked like one.
You know, you were going 4 miles over in the speed limit, right?
he coming in with all this hype, so that's going and the hype plus Duke, that's going to equal hate.
Yeah. JJ Redick, he I don't like how he and my co-host will also agree. This is his thing actually, how he didn't pay his dues. And like JJ never paid his dues.
Skipped the line crazy.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Cheat code.
I'm not with that. So, you know, I mean, call it hate, call it what you want, but JJ got to pay his dues, man. And you don't come from podcasting or coaching a 4th grade team to fucking running an NBA franchise. You know what I'm saying?
A prestigious one.
Yeah.
Start off with a crappy team.
Right. So
I don't like him jumping to the NBA off rip anyway, even if it was a bad team.
Like he could have been an assistant at least. Play
the second row, man.
But you know what? LeBron, and what y'all don't realize, he like yes men. He don't like no coach, no real coaches. Think about Tyronn Lue, kind of a yes man. Paul Silas.
Was he?
Yes, yeah. He picked him. LeBron picked
Tyronn Lue got his own little.
He does, but he picked them.
He can make his own decisions.
The only person that LeBron bucked against was Pat Riley. He told him, "Nah, you can't have your way."
And Spoelstra wouldn't go. And that's why LeBron.
It ain't Spoelstra. It's Pat Riley. Pat Riley's like, "Nah."
Yeah, because they wanted Spo out of there first, right?
Yeah, and Pat Riley's like, "Nah, we keeping him."
Right.
Yeah, LeBron, he wants yes men. His whole career.
So knowing what we know now, if the Pat Riley, LeBron James tension where LeBron wanted Spoelstra out of there, because Spoelstra had the backing of Riley, so he wasn't going to take none of LeBron's shit. Right in terms of not allowing LeBron to run that franchise, because that's probably the reason.
What happened?
There was Luke Farrell kid somewhere.
Yeah.
In retrospect, Pat Riley, I mean, he kind of let LeBron know, you don't run this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not getting rid of Spoelstra. You're here to play. Was that the right move of Pat Riley? Because, I mean, I think LeBron would have remained a Heat for the rest of his career. They probably would have been able to contend for titles. But they already contended for titles. So, I mean, did Pat Riley make the right decision? Because Spoelstra looks like he's going to go down as one of the greatest coaches of all time, though.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. He's probably going to be a
Major job security.
Yeah, he's good. Off the cuff, LeBron get his jersey retired there?
In Miami?
Yeah.
I think LeBron. I'm gonna go with no. Not
Really?
I'm gonna go with
Really?
4 years is just too short.
2 chips.
2 chips. But that's still viewed as Wade County though. And I don't think LeBron necessarily has the good relationship with the Heat.
I don't think so either. And
Yeah. I mean, if you're asking me, was it worthy of getting his jersey retired? That's up to debate for me because I think there's no doubt he had 4 incredible years in Miami. For you to get your jersey retired at a certain place, you got to put in some time there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
He'd already had a coach.
But LeBron gets a pass on this though. LeBron gets a pass. This guy is like, oh, you got to play some years.
That's usually my comeback. And he ain't how long he played there. 4 years is. He got 2 chips though.
I think he'll get his jersey retired as a Laker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hands down.
He got 1 chip there.
That's as a Laker than with the Heat, but I think there's just more of a relationship and goodwill.
Yeah.
So I don't think he is. I mean, the league will do something to honor LeBron. When he was in Miami, he wore number 23 or 6.
No, 6.
6.
He couldn't wear 23. It's already retired.
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Jordan. Pat Riley, crazy.
I'm gonna go with no. They're not gonna retire him.
Z.
They're not gonna retire the 6.
Yeah, I think it could happen.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I think there's a good chance it could happen.
Yeah. He got to mend the fences though.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron has the ego to mend those fences, and I don't think Pat will. Although LeBron probably would, he might extend the olive branch for the simple fact that I think he would be the only guy to have his jersey retired in 3 different places.
Yeah, I can see it.
3 places.
And in this pursuit of GOAT and in this pursuit of praise, LeBron definitely coming for that retirement.
Oh, dude, it's going to be the opposite of Tim Duncan. You know, it's going to be, it's going to be fanfare. It's going to be, dude.
I'm going to absolutely hate it because if he does get his jersey retired in 3 places, LeBron meat riders, they're just going to go crazy. I'm so
As Vince would say, isn't that very look at me Louis trying to get his jersey in 3 spots?
Yeah, it's a look at me Louis move.
I mean, Vince payday, he loves LeBron. He will be the meat too as well. I mean, he doesn't go full on hot tour like LeBron fan base. He'll just do a casual, a very casual one with that. So,
what are you talking about, Vince?
Vince says they can't retire 6 or 23 because of Bill Russell, but they might make an exception.
Yeah.
They might make an exception for LeBron in Miami for that.
They can't. Can they just put his name up there? No number?
Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
Oh.
But no, they can retire 6 because it was before Bill Russell died. It was before all that. So technically, they still could retire 6.
Good enough for Pat Riley to say no. As depressing as it is to talk about Bulls, fellas, I got to get us back on topic. Do we have a F grade for this? What are we grading this? If we have to give a grade, and I guess we have to give a grade because the production show says we have to give a grade. Give a grade.
I think it's too early for a grade.
No, you gotta give a grade.
A grade on what?
You gotta give a grade.
We're not grading
what he's gonna do was potential.
we're just saying with where the Bulls picked at number 11, did they get the best
value?
Get a good prospect? That type of grade.
I say, judging off the mocks, I give him a B because this guy was like in all the mocks, he was top 6. So they would know more than I knew.
I'm gonna go with a C.
I'm going with a C. It's safe. I think it's safe.
Is it safe? Because I think safe would have been Dalton, the Dalton kid the Lakers picked, or moving down and getting Terrence Shannon. I think that would have been safe. I think this is kind of a swing for the fences. Because I think the kid could be somewhat good. Gallinari will be good, or I think he could be a guy where he's somewhere playing in Europe in a couple of years, playing in Lithuania. I'm sure he's a dual citizen, but I could see him. I mean, does the name Marko Simonovic mean anything to you all?
Marko who?
Simonovic. I think
one of the Bulls picks, right?
Yeah. I think it could be one of those guys we barely seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see in summer league. We'll see how it transpires in summer league. We'll get we'll definitely get an up close look. We're going out there for summer league, sports life and hip hop. So,
but once again with summer league, can't believe everything you see there.
You definitely can. If you all are going out for summer league, please put in a good word for JG so we can finally get his NBA career going. Prime is dwindling, and get him out there. Get him out.
If this dude turned out to be summer league MVP, can't get too excited.
No,
summer league.
No, but that in summer league, you can see something like when we saw Keontae George at Utah, and we saw him play. It was like, yo, the rookie at Utah, the guard, he looked nice in summer league, and
he looked nice during the season.
He looked nice. It transferred into the season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I remember I was watching Summer League one year. I haven't been into Summer League lately, but I remember I was watching one year. It was 2008. And Beasley was going absolutely crazy. And the narratives surrounding that Summer League year was, I think Derrick Rose struggled a little bit from the field. I remember he's having some games where he scored 13 points on something like 4 of 10 shooting and get a handful of assists, but he was really feeling his weight. And he was still kind of more Memphis Derrick Rose, where he was kind of more facilitating. You could see the flashes, but Beasley was going absolutely crazy. He was just unguardable. Like, I remember there was one game where he was really giving it to Gibson and Noah and talking at the Bulls bench. And I just remember the narratives coming from, the Bulls made a mistake. Beasley's going to be the next big thing. Derrick Rose is going to be a solid guard. He might get up to Darren Winslow, but people were going crazy over Beasley, and that's just not the way their careers panned out. I know Derrick, he obviously suffered injuries, but at the height of heights, Derrick Rose is absolutely a superstar. And at the height of heights, Beasley was a guy who can come in and give you buckets off the bench.
Yeah. Beasley should still be in the league, by the way.
On summer league. And I remember Denzel Valentine was having a good summer league one day. And I'm sorry for even mentioning that name.
He really disliked him. Denzel Valentine. Didn't they? He was the MVP that year because they won the chip, summer league chip.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah, the Bulls won the chip.
That ain't on this basketball reference.
They won summer. They won
MVP.
I don't know if he won summer league, but he was on that team that won the chip.
Yeah.
I think young Bobby was on that team too.
Mm-hmm. But things that I'm looking for from this gentleman for the summer, I'm looking for, now that you said that he can't hit threes, I'm looking for him to hit threes. I'm looking for him. I want to see if he got a bag, if he got a little arsenal, if he got a offensive toolery. You know what I'm saying? Like if he got some moves to get his shot off. More important, if you're an 11 pick, I definitely want to see if you can create your own shot. I think creating your own shot would be a good sign. But if you're a standstill shooter, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't think he is at 27%. But I definitely want to see him create his own shot and get to the rack with you know what I'm saying, impose his will and get to the rim and score. So, that's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for a lateral movement as far as defensively and if he can hold his own. But as we all know, the Europeans, the narrative is that they don't play defense, and Q's gone.
And they soft.
Q's gone. Play the elevator music. Sheesh.
Hey, I need to put that on here.
Right.
Or somebody freeze.
Free. So we're gonna take. We'll keep the show going.
Now,
Yeah.
if you're Bronny,
Mm-hmm.
are you taking this with a grain of salt?
What?
Being drafted? Because like y'all said, he wouldn't be here if Bronny was. If
I think he's still.
pull some strings.
So are you saying should he be excited or not?
With my cousin Jarrell asked, would you take it as an L if you're Bronny?
I don't think he looks at it like that. I think he looks at it as I get to play in the NBA with my dad, and I'm about to make history.
Because
he's still. I think.
Dad.
But I do believe in Bronny's heart that he thinks he belongs out there. He thinks he's an NBA player. So I don't think that Bronny thinks he's like, yo, I'm not an NBA player. I think that Bronny says, yo, I'm just as good as these other dudes.
Did you see the video of him when they announced it? He wasn't doing the Jordan fist pump.
He did the. But I mean, the guy is humble. I mean, for a guy that's been under the spotlight, for since his birth, you know what I'm saying? Like he's handled it pretty well.
Yes,
and I think he really does want to hoop. I think unlike LeBron, the look at me Louis, I don't think Bronny is like that. I think he's the opposite of look at me Louis. I think he's just on some. I just want to hoop, man. Like I don't care about all the extra stuff. I just want to hoop. So
Vince said, better potential or ability to contribute right away. The guy the Bulls drafted didn't even look up his name. The guy the Bulls drafted.
Right.
Versus better guys like Dalton, me and the RZA Connect, or Terrence
Shannon.
Yeah.
First of all, Terrence Shannon, I thought he was a guard, so like it would kind of be a clog with. The NBA, don't the Bulls need 3D guys? Like we need 3D guys.
That's why I said the 27%.
Yeah, but we need a wing. I don't understand the 27%, but we need wings. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need another guard. We got Kobe White that's solidified as our number one guard. So, you know what I'm saying? To get another guard, which is Shannon, who I think dominates the ball, who needs to dribble. That's kind of like, and you got Zach LaVine. Like that doesn't work. You need a wing that like the guy they got, or the guy from Tennessee that you got, Dalton. Like he probably would have been cool, but
yeah,
you know, overall, like the draft in general, like from what I've seen, you know what? Not even from what I've seen, with the NBA, the what's going on right now is that you need 3D guys, and the Bulls lack that. So, more importantly, we need direction. We need direction as far as, are we going to go young? Are we going to, go that route and just suck for a long period?
Right. They keep saying Karnisovas, he won't come. I mean, you can't really commit to saying, we rebuilding, but they saying he not fully committing to, we're going to rebuild. But I would assume going in the young direction is a step in that rebuild stage.
What's crazy is that if you want to go young, you can't even trade Vooch. Like I don't even think Vooch is tradable. I know the phrase any contract is tradable, but like it's not a lot of takers for Vooch. So, you still got a mismatch roster with young and then old, because Vooch doesn't mix well with the guy they drafted or Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
True.
With the youth movement. So
does Giddey, is that going to take away from Kobe?
Yeah, I think so. Because Kobe got to have a rock. You've seen Kobe does like to have the rock. So
And Giddy ain't gonna play off ball, right?
Yeah, Giddy. No, you don't
He
get
ain't
it.
spotting
He
up.
ain't no spot up. That dude, no.
They can't share the rock.
They can. You know what? Giddy would be dope if he was a ultra six man, but we don't have that luxury. You know, Giddy is he's gonna come in as he's not gonna be the point. He's gonna be the point forward. He's gonna be a 3. So if you have Kobe, Zach, Giddy, Pat, and Vooch, you still, dude, this team is still the way it's constructed. You're still looking at a play-in.
Vooch, Zach,
Mm-hmm.
DeRozan.
No, I wouldn't count on DeRozan. I think he's gone.
Lonzo.
Wait, why are we putting Lonzo is on the bench?
The dude said he want to see him back.
That don't mean he's starting.
Are they going to be on the team day one, next NBA season?
Who?
Vooch, DeMar.
Vooch will.
Vooch was going to stay.
He's going to stay.
DeMar.
No.
DeMar is going to be gone.
Yes.
Zach.
He'll be there. At the beginning, you said day one.
Yeah,
You said
game one.
Yeah. I think Zach will be there. Mm-hmm.
And Lonzo.
Yeah, because he won't be ready.
He will still be listed
Yeah.
on the Bulls roster.
Yeah. Unless the only thing I can think of is if they find a solution, a buyout, like they buy him out, for what, $30 million or something like that. But
how much time are we looking? Well, free agency really ain't started yet, right? That's
July
1st,
1st, yeah.
Oh, so we still.
That's why I said, like, right now, as far as like your predictions, it's kind of murky because we're still this roster is still lucrative.
Yeah.
So
still a lot of moves to be made.
Yeah, there's still a lot of moves to be made. And you know what? I don't think that they're done. I don't think that the Bulls management team is done. So but we're in for the ride. I mean, we're in for it. We'll see what it does. But what do you you know what? Can we switch gears real quick? What do you think about what the Knicks did?
I like that.
I do too.
They going for it.
Yeah. 4 draft picks. Is that too much?
Was it their own picks they gave up?
Yeah. 4 picks. But they gave up 4 picks for Duke.
Gotta listen to the guy, Brunson.
So you're gonna have Brunson, you got OG. They signed OG. So is Randall gone? Does that mean
I think they're gonna keep Randall.
Hartenstein gone? They can't afford him.
Hartenstein probably gonna be gone.
Man, the Knicks.
Well, I think they keep Randall.
But the reason I don't think that this will work is because Coach Tibbs. Gonna run
Yo,
he gonna
Bridges
run.
ain't missed a game since high school. Just his luck, Tibbs might fuck around and mess him up, man.
Knicks built a super team of role players.
That is true.
That is true. But
nobody on this team is a superstar.
no. But it matches well against Boston.
Yes.
Because Boston had, like, you can throw wings on wings all over Brown and Tatum.
Yes.
So you can throw OG. I ain't saying he's stopping Tatum. You're going to make life difficult. You can throw OG on Brown. You can throw Josh Hart on Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You could throw Mikal Bridges. These guys are very good defensively. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, I'm not saying they're going to the finals, but they should be a contender. That roster constructed it looks good. But like I said, what I'm scared about is not the talent. It's Coach Tibbs. And Coach Tibbs, as you well know, will run somebody into the ground. So we'll have to see. We'll see how that transpires. But right now, the Knicks, I give that trade a A. No, I give it a A-. You?
I agree with that.
It's good for the Knicks.
Yeah, they got better.
And you got automatic chemistry with Bridges. It's not gonna be hard to fit in with them. Like Bridges is not a guy that demands the ball and he needs to score 30 points. He gets in where he fits in. Now, can he score 30 when need be? Yeah. But we all know that this is Jalen Brunson's team. So, but unlike the Bulls, at least the Knicks have a direction now. After years of you know what I'm saying, futility. It looks like the Knicks are going somewhere, that they're trying to chase the chip.
Now Brooklyn, they in the driver's seat of the tank. They the commander of the tank right now.
Yeah, they got a lot of draft picks, right?
Yeah, they in the rebuild for sure. Without saying nothing, they rebuilding for sure.
Yeah,
they trying to blow it up. Does Ben Simmons stay?
I don't even know who wants Ben Simmons.
They blowing it up,
dude. I don't even know who wants Ben Simmons. Who wants Ben Simmons? I don't even know.
Maybe you need to change the scenery.
Yeah, what?
He needs a change of scenery. How many changes? He got 2, and then you got rid of you became the man.
He was Philly, Brooklyn, right?
Again.
Philly, Brooklyn, right?
Philly, Philly, Brooklyn.
He need to go to somewhere warm.
Oh, okay.
Can I go in your car?
All right.
Get out of here.
Anything else before we
One last question before
Yeah.
we go. When Bronny's on the court with
LeBron.
oh my dude.
Oh,
Just thinking about that.
dude.
That's they gonna pause the game.
First of all, is it game 1 they do this? When they gonna do this?
Nah,
Because he's not in the rotation. Like LeBron is not in the rotation.
Dude, he better not get minutes game 1, man.
You guess
He better not get minutes game 1. I'm telling you that right now.
I don't think he will.
But when they do get on the court eventually, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a televised game and all that.
So it's all scripted.
and LeBron got the ball, and no, LeBron on defense. You don't even know what I'm about to say.
Good.
It's LeBron on defense. And Bronny see the screen coming. What does he say? Does he say, "Yo, Dad, is the screen coming?" Or does he call him Bron?
That's a good question. Okay.
Does he call him Dad or Bron on the court?
He might say number 23. 23 screen come. You know what's crazy? I thought you was gonna go with this. Is like they on a fast break and LeBron gets it, and then like Bronny's trailing, and then he hands it off.
You know that's coming.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be the worst, dude.
LeBron got a clear fast break.
And then he gonna shovel it. He gonna shovel it.
It can't be a chest pass.
No, it's gonna be a shovel. Oh, dude. Straight Disney shit. Like,
hey, the shovel passes.
Oh, dude.
The shovel pass when you got the clear fast break. That's it's your world.
Yeah.
Dog.
Oh, dude.
Hey, work out. Do what
you
do.
So you in real life you hate that, huh? In NBA you hate
that.
You don't like that? So like you dribble, you got the easy layup, and then you
easy.
Like, no, you go ahead, dog. You show out. Man,
that's 1,000% gonna happen.
Oh, dude, it's
either way. If Bronny got the fast break too, and LeBron he gonna throw it off the backboard.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, dude, it's gonna be nothing but cameras on that game.
You know what else?
What?
The pre-game handshake.
Oh, yeah.
You know you got a handshake with everybody.
He got a special.
But when they get to Bronny,
it's a special.
They might turn out the lights. Dude, they might do it. They might do a dual powder toss.
Oh,
a simultaneous powder toss. Oh my goodness,
dude, it's gonna be bananas, man. Like, what else is Bronny?
One of the good things about this, we get one more year NBA on TNT for this.
Oh yeah,
we get one more season.
They're gonna make fun of this. They're gonna make fun of this.
They get to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude. How many more years I'm gonna be sad when LeBron retires, but how many more years he got?
Dude, once again, shout out to my cousin Jarrell. He said, man, Bron might as well stay till his next son come out. I think he had to play to like 2026 for that.
So he'll be 44.
Hey, if he do that.
Nah, he can't do that.
If he does, like y'all just said, like we discussed yesterday, how long is it going to take for Bron to be the worst player in the league?
Oh,
you said it ain't going to happen. So why couldn't he play 5 more years?
It's not going to. It's about will. It's about wanting to want to
True.
go through training camp and all that shit.
And,
And-
barring injury.
And Bronny, but you know what they're gonna say? Well, he's gonna say, I don't want to cheat the game, so that's why I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? So it's something like that. But
I've given all I can to this game.
dude, so we're going to summer. So we're going to summer league in next month, dude. So we not even gonna be able to get in that Lakers game. That's gonna be
Schedule's not out. We
Schedule.
could get lucky and whenever
it's
that
not
Lakers
gonna be in
comes-
Cox. It's gonna be
No,
in Thomas
and
and
it's gonna be the last game.
Yeah, it's
it
gonna be
be an afternoon.
Oh, it's gonna be ESPN.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be hoopla.
That is not gonna be an early game for sure.
Nah, it's gonna be straight hoopla. It's gonna be Wimby. Dude, you saw how Wimby and Zion. You was there when Lonzo was there?
Yes.
And that was
It was
hoopla.
packed.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was hoopla. So I can only imagine. Wimby was crazy.
Mhm. And that game, I think that was one of the last games.
Zion,
late
when he
game.
was there, was crazy.
Yep.
Wimby was, dude. This might be that on steroids. So, yeah. Oh, okay. But overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Bulls. Hopefully, they play in that game. But I'm looking forward to just seeing the new talent and getting acclimated with all these rookies because I really don't know who these rookies are. I ain't gonna lie. And I watch basketball every day of my life, but I don't know who these rookies are. So
Yeah. Second round for sure.
second round. I'm definitely looking at the pamphlet like, yo. But Sports Life and Hip Hop,
Yeah, check us out, man. Sports Life and Hip Hop on IG, SLHH Pod. Check us out on YouTube. Like we said, we'll be at Summer League all around Chicago, man, doing live shit.
yeah.
Check out ChiCity Bulletin.
ChiCity
Subscribe. Apple, Spotify, all DSPs. Check us out, man.
Yeah, we around, man. We definitely around. We here for the people, and we're just knowledgeable basketball fans. I'm a knowledgeable sports fan on top of basketball, but we do it all, man. But shout out to Payday, having us on this platform.
The executive producer,
the producer, the RZA, the RZA of Frustrated Sports. Shout out to Q, shout out to JG, JoJo Evans that checked in today. Shout out to Oscar. Shout out to everybody, that subscribe. And hit that like button, hit the subscribe and listen to us. You know what I'm saying?
Only take a second.
Only take a second, man. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna kill you.
You looking, all you gotta do is hit the button. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
scrolling all day anyway.
You sitting on your couch, you know what I'm saying? You're scrolling all day. You might as well just hit the subscribe. So shout out to everybody. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. And go Bulls.
Summer League coming, Vegas.